Hello, everyone, and welcome back. It's the Summit 3 China. We're in Phase 2 of these qualifiers, and, well, we are in the, what many consider like the semifinal of the upper bracket. We got EHOME taking on IG. It's a pretty star-studded lineup between both squads, and we got a star-studded co-caster joining me. We got Puppey, who snuck his way in here. I don't know if you were just bored or you felt pity on me, but I'm glad to have you by my side, man. How you doing?
Bored and pity, man. Both of them.
Perfect.
In a good way. In a good way, you know.
If that's how I get you as a co-caster, I'll take it. I'm happy with that. So, man, coming into this, IG, they are like 80-something% favorites against EHOME. Do you think that's...
Oh, really?
Do you think that's value? Like, I don't know. I don't know if I would count EHOME that much out. I mean, you're talking former DK member Lanham. We got RODK. Inflamed, EDC, ZYF. I mean, I don't know. I think that would be a value bet, if anything. 80-something% favorite for IG. I mean, do you agree with that?
No, definitely not. I'd say possibly a 60-40, maybe. EHOME being the 40. Because I think EHOME has a little bit of that old rust from DK going on still, which is, I think, of a little more of a bad factor than a good factor. I think IG are more of a straight plan type of team. EHOME is not.
I can see that. I can see that. Absolutely.
I mean, you can see it already. Like, yeah, IG know what they want to do. You know, they played Burning Panda like for a week already, and they're like, we're just doing it, and you either have to face it until we lose and we start doing something else, and then this is going to be our strategy behind our back constantly. But EHOME are more like, let's. They're in a way like. What Secret struggles with too, like they have a team where everybody most likely wants to farm at some point, and that's like a very easy thing to like stab if you're a team with a solid plan and you constantly know about this factor. So it's going to be seen probably from the EHOME pick that RTK wants to get a farming hero rather than like Space Maker or something like that. It's just a preference pretty much in months. It's not always like that, but yeah. I would say still 40 to 60.
40 to 60. I think I would agree with that as well. And you're calling out EHOME saying that, and I can't believe you actually called out your own team as having a problem like this where you just got too many players that maybe just want to be a bit more greedy and take their own bit of time to just kind of farm up the map. And we could see IG look to punish EHOME for that, maybe trying to find a weakness in that. So they do open up. They get their Vengeful Spirit and their Queen of Pain. And, you know, IG, as you already pointed out, they got Brew, most likely for burning. And then they already have Bristleback. So you got some big, meaty, like, frontliners, like I like to say, where they can kind of control the tempo and be in the face. And if they want, they can have someone be on the backside, really bringing in the real hard-hitting damage. But if you're seeing a Brewmaster this early on, which we don't get to see Brewmaster pick up this early, this day and age where you have like snipers and trolls and axes.
Unless they're removed.
Yeah, unless they're removed. But Axe is still there. Jug is still there. Burning's played lots of Jug as of recent. Axe is usually picked up by any team that has the opportunity to grab it. I mean, your team, you have two different players who love to play Axe from time to time again. So they're ignoring him altogether so far. But you see a Brewmaster picked up this early. Is there any sort of go-to here that EHOME could get to kind of bounce back against this big meaty pickup between Bristle and Brewmaster that they should consider?
Well, Brewmaster's strength is that it can go easy lane, and that's like a really tough hero to like deal with if you have to deal it on the hard lane aspect, as in tri-lane against him, which is like a very risky thing to do. And the thing is pretty much that you already see a Bristleback, which is a really good carry that can just go off lane and just come back from the game through stacks. So there's a lot of tank mass that can just plow through you and take towers, take Roshan, and just zone you out from your base pretty much. And that's pretty much what IG are going for. So Panda is definitely an always there to being picked up. It's just a flavor, you know. You just either want it these days or you don't. And with like some bans coming out, like Lion or something like that, that can hex the Panda before he can get some initiation out or something like that, that the Panda becomes like an even better pickup. But it's always there, you know, with those heroes.
Yeah, of all the heroes, there's a good chance that the Panda will be there to grab for a lot of these. The first thing that pops out to me, though, if I see Bristle and Brew, and I'm on EHOME, is like, maybe we consider the good old ROTK Doom. Doom could be pretty good against Brew, and it could be great against Bristleback. We'll have to see,
Well,
though.
the trouble, is that it's like this Doom needs a heavy amount of farm, and the push will start very early for IG. And even if he gets the amount of farm, there's going to be 2 targets that he really wants to do, Brewmaster and Bristleback. Because, like, Brew is going to take the Doom or something like that, but you understand everybody plays through buybacks and run in, or like somebody suicides anyway, so let the Brew get doomed and suicide buyback, and you start taking the tower or something. If Doom has to buy back, you got nothing, you know.
That's true.
It's pretty much like a giveaway something. It's Doom. It doesn't really fit into this patch right now that well. Everything's a little bit more fast paced, and the rubber band is not that good for you.
Yeah, rubber band. Be careful with that. I threw that word out a lot. People seem to really not like it, but it's a touchy subject. It's very apparent though that it's there, and it happens. And games.
Well,
could,
you know,
like
something about people talking about the statistic is like one of the worst things to ever talk about in a strategic like game and stuff, competitive game. The statistics cannot ever work for you. Because the fact is, like, if you look at a statistic that, like, a year ago, people had still, like, the same differences and somewhat, some forth, whatever that shit is happening. But you understand, like, last year, stuff that happened that way was a reason why it was, like, jumping up and down there. But when you actually look at the statistic this year, people have, like, stopped doing some moves in order to not let themselves go, like, somewhere. Like, you don't even understand how things changed. You just see that the statistics are the same because people still want to play the same way, or like they try to like balance things out in order to have that game. That's why the statistics lie to you, because you don't see the change, you know.
Yeah.
But actually, a lot, like, of course everything has changed, but the statistics have not, because the players have adapted.
I can see that. It's not very comfortable, whereas you got to play almost a bit more reserved if you're that far in ahead, and you're kind of nerfing down a play style that people have been accommodated to for so long with the game as it is. So I can see how things could definitely change up quite a bit, and we'll have to see if it's going to be a factor here or not. So the axe we talked about before is going to be snagged up here from the side of EHOME. So we got cousins going against each other, believe it or not, Puppey. I don't know if you're into the Dota lore. I know you've been with the game so long, but I've learned over time that Axe and Disruptor, they're from the same bloodline, the KotLGuy, if you will.
Yeah, they look the same, man.
It's the red face
got the same
clan,
nose.
you know? Not to be confused. It's not like Troll's part of this family. He may be a red face, but he is not. I believe it's Axe, Disruptor, and Warlock is the other one, I think.
Yeah, Warlock has that nose too.
It's the frickin' nose. It's the giveaway right there. It's the genetics.
It's the giveaway.
So family
same mommy.
each other. So we got to watch out for that. So there's a lot of history there. But now AA being picked up from EHOME, and the Shadow Fiend as a response here for IG. So some new developments here. You got your Ice Blast to kind of keep these big muscly frontliners kind of in check. I mean, nerfs down their sustain power quite a bit. And now you have Shadow Fiend as the mid lane grab. Surprised he actually made it this far along the draft, but he's there now. And what looks like a potential Shadow Fiend Queen of Pain matchup, maybe.
The fact is, yeah, EHOME wasn't going to feel any bad that Shadow Fiend goes through because they have a Queen of Pain. More likely, IG were more afraid to pick up Shadow Fiend themselves because they think, oh, Queen of Pain is going to have a good game against the Shadow Fiend, especially when they're going to have a Vengeful Spirit AA roaming around constantly. And SF's like very easy to kill. So EHOME are going that route. It's a very big god type of lineup to pick Venge and AA straight up to roam around and then have a solid mid laner.
Well, they got the Earthshaker, which is most likely going to be that defensive support that you kind of just hang near the mid lane just in case trouble does come in the form of that Vengeful Spirit AA against Shadow Fiend. So they have a little bit of practice there to help any sort of early aggression, but that does mean they kind of let up in the other lanes a little bit, so their off lane could be a little susceptible to getting ganked on early, and their safe lane might not be as comfortable because they're only working with a disruptor. You know, we're looking at IG's lineup, and I don't anticipate a lot of early aggression. They don't have a ganking kind of a lineup where they like to roam around a lot, whereas EHOME very much do here. And the last pick is a Morphling. So
yeah,
I think this is just going to be the good old traditional Agi carry morphling, not that new age strength
Yeah.
morphling we've seen.
I mean, they they could transition it to like farm up your carry items and then like, hey man, time to support like at level 7 and stuff. But I haven't seen that happen these days. Could be fun.
Have you been rolling with any strength morphling for secret at all? It's it's been
Yeah, well, we had the idea, but it seems like it seems well like very like you don't know why you start losing at some point because like everything's working out so great, but at some point the hero just loses its touch, and it's very hard to figure out. So the more you play it, you will understand it. But right now we haven't really touched it that much.
Yeah, it's very fickle. You have to accept that you're probably not going to get a lot early on, and then eventually you just have so much behind that stun. And you got to hope that you have playmakers to get behind that stun and get the most out of it, because later on that stun
it is really weird to play a hero where like you get to level 7 and you're like, oh well, this is my peak. I have 4-second stun, and that's it. for the rest of the game, you're going to be the 4-second stun guy.
Yeah.
But that already happened like at 8th minute. Usually you think like, oh man, I'm going to get this item, then I can use this spell a little bit better. Nah, stun.
Stun, baby. I mean, it's one hell of a stun. Got to give him that at least, I guess. But
it is.
Right, you're right. We'll have to see, as the future is unknown where this morphling could end up. But we might see a potential early clash here. So we'll keep tabs. As EHOME, I'll try to introduce him as this happens here. Morphling is going to be played by ZYF. I heard that the first character in his name actually means fairies, Puppey. Fairies, ZYF.
Good.
That's just what I heard. I checked an old VOD, and as they introduced him, that's what they said. So I'll just stick with
it. You don't like it?
I'm down with fairies. Don't get me wrong, man. All right?
Alright, okay.
I'm cool with the fairies. ROTK is going to be playing your axe. He's brash, loud as always. What a perfect fitting hero for him. Inflame on the Queen of Pain. Lanham, the star-studded support. He's playing your Ancient Apparition that will leave DDC on your Vengeful Spirit. Puppey, I know this is our first time casting together, but I would love to give you the honors for introducing the illustrious IG squad, if you wouldn't mind.
From left to right, we got IG Chuan on the Earthshaker right there. We got Faith on the Darkseer standing in mid right now, doing nothing. He knows what to do right now. Ferrari on the Shadow Fiend going mid solo against the plane in flame. Jesus Christ. Anyway, Bristleback on CY top and Burning bottom on Panda.
Hell yeah. Nicely done. In fact,
we have a pause.
We had to take a moment just because that introduction was so epic right there. And we all need a bit of a briefer. Ka, I know that means lag in some sort of way. Kale, I guess, is when the lag gets ridiculous.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know what they mean though, but let's go for Ka first and then Le.
Ka is like somewhat ping, and Kale means that shit has hit the fan as far as lag is concerned. So, yeah, there it is in English for us. So they're gonna wait out what was hopefully a brief hiccup here. But now that we got to see the draft for both sides, we have everyone all established, lanes somewhat established here. Do you have any early impressions as far as who's going to have the upper hand?
Well, this is what when I actually started looking at the picks, I saw like they can tri-lane this because of the Disruptive Panda being like such a strong way to deal with an axe off lane that I don't think RTK would ever want to stay against that lane for no reason. So they tri-lane against them since they placed the wards anyway to block the woods. Now Faith has to figure out where to place this ward.
Alright, let's see if he can get it
here.
Come on, buddy.
He's got 2 sentry wards, I think. One is on the chicken.
No, they're making it go on land, and they get a really nice block with the fancy golden vision there. And now they're actually going to turn it back on
right click
Burning.
is come in.
Yeah, that chilling touch is ridiculous, and you see it go to work there. ZYF gets it. That's what makes AA so good at level 1, man. You're talking, what, plus 50 damage for up to 3 attacks per person? Woo, that's good.
Yeah.
That is real good.
Realistically, I think Venge got 2 hits, and Morphling and Lanham got like 3 hits, so that's a 400 magical damage right there.
Yeah, it's a lot of math. I'm glad you did it, because I'm not going to do it, so...
Okay, man.
Big work early on, and of all the people to bring down, they get Burning and keep him in check on this bottom lane. So we'll have to see.
Take Burning down with the ice, man.
How
Come on,
perfect.
you had it. You had it there, man.
Sometimes I let them slip. Sometimes I catch them when I pull up these puns, but sometimes you gotta let it go. But Puppey,
I know, right?
They're doing a switch up here, though. They're gonna put Puppey in the off lane set, or not Puppey. They're gonna put a Burning. You got me on my mind, buddy. Got Burning in the off lane now to switch things up, and it looks like IG are just scrambling around a bit to try to get things resituated.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, during the cross, they see Faith here, and they beat the hell out of him. Take him down quickly. There's that chilling touch going into effect
Faith is
again.
pinging out. Place that ward. Do not run in the lane without placing that sentry ward.
Well, they got it. They took out the ward that was
Dire's
blocking
middle
the pull.
tower is under attack.
EHOME are frisky here, though. They get their own D-ward as well, though, and remove the vision at that rune at the bottom. That's big stuff because you got this aggro tri-lane setup. Now you're going to be in the dark if you see any sort of rotations go towards the mid lane. You know, your mid lane Ferrari might have to play a little bit more defensive if you can't see what's coming.
Well, from now this point, I think EHOME should like leave some last hits for the supports. Actually, they're gonna go on this bristleback right now, but no, not really. That would be kind of suicide because they already got one cool spray on them. I think they're gonna go on this Venge, but
Chuan's looking at it. He's like, I might be able to block her in here. Oh, he goes
oh,
for
there we go, Lanem.
He's okay. He's okay. He's just gonna walk up and hit him with a little bit of quill, but no follow through from that. So this is proven to be a pretty effective setup right now from EHOME, at least in this bottom lane for now. IG can't really respond in a way they would like, and in fact they're going to make it going to Whistle. Cold Feet is probably not going to solidify here, as it's timed a bit different with the Magic Missile, but it's harassment damage nonetheless, though there is a lot of regen here on Luo and his Bristleback. He still has a Salve and a Shared Tango to work with here, so he's fine. Just this is what I call a lot of flirting here, Puppey, in the early laning phase.
Yeah, well, this is pretty much like the time where the Vengeful Spirit will get his boots, and they can't really pull bottom. I'm just looking at top lane. Like, this ROTK can pretty much get early level 6 and then kill probably the Brewmaster on lane if he plays correctly.
If he plays correctly.
If he plays correctly.
Big if there, but yeah, you're
no,
right.
but it is weird, you know. You can't really say nothing about Axe because you gotta spin correctly to win correctly, you know. So, yeah. Oh, you misplayed that Axe right there. You didn't spin 3 times. That's your problem, man.
It is. It's all skill. The spin, you just have to channel your inner RNGesus right there if you want to make it really happen. He'll try to make the best of it. He's actually halfway to that level 6, and then he might decide to turn up the aggression a bit more and debut a big dunk. But we haven't been able to talk a lot about this mid lane matchup now. Ferrari's at 22-6 CS, Queen of Pain 14-5. I guess you could say that's somewhat expected, but
I think he's gonna go in.
okay, there we go. Flips back, but yep, see you later, buddy. Puts RTK out of position, and Faith escapes what could have been potential danger there. So, nice little sidestep. We have DDC.
Oh, Burning is gonna get.
Burning wants to go in. What's happening here? He's
No, there was another attempt to get Berserker spoil, but ROTK realizes that his HP is totally not in the position to do these moves. And this is like the surprise level 6 that he wants to, but he would rather be much more healthier right now. But he's still gonna go for it, I
They're
think.
going for mid. DDC tries to jump in from behind. Schwann's there to greet him with a fissure. Already eating a lot of damage here. And Chilling Touch will
Ulti,
right click.
ulti.
Oh, no, he doesn't want to scream. Put the Sonic Wave out there. Oh, well, he blasts the hell out of Schwann. Does lose his own life in exchange. I almost think it would have been worth it there, Puppey, if he just Sonic Wave and took out the Shadow Fiend.
I mean, he did get the level up straight up from there, but I think he would wanted that Ice Vortex somewhere to be better placed top lane.
Yeah, they're making it go RTK, though. He's eating a lot of
dunk,
damage himself. He gets the dunk still. Takes out Burning. Does lose his own life, but he's happy with that. Keeps the Brewmaster in check. Schwann tries to get there to help out, but it's just not enough. Stop him from dunking. And now we have EHOME
Here comes
ahead.
Schwann. Gonna see his brother Lanem.
Aha, my bounty fool. Take it. Okay, Fissure for you.
What?
He's in trouble. Get the raise. Got it. Good snipe right there from Ferrari. And he may have gotten a laugh with the bounty room, but he ends up losing his life. So now it's 3-4 here. Getting a bit of aggression from both sides. They turn it up a little bit. But like you said in the draft, man, we're starting to see EHOME roam around a lot, especially with DDC here on this Vengeful Spirit, just constantly on the move.
Yeah, they like to do that because, well, it's a good strategy, but it's bad if you only do that. It's overall like a very surprise factor that you can do that and not do that at the same time. That's why in TI4, a lot of teams like Liquid, who started doing this move where they just constantly roamed around, you didn't actually know where they would start from. But that actually all came because everybody in America tried to beat EG, and that strategy worked the best against them, as they figured.
We'll see if it works here for EHOME, if they want to keep with this aggression or look to change it up a bit. But we're seeing a draw out here. Chuan, he wants to line something here for top lane, but he might need to be here to help out Burning, because here comes the EDC, lands a magic missile. Fissure's there to try to block him back. Burning is going to get called in. He's done for. He gets chopped down. ROTK has his number once again, and he's actually got some good gold. 1,400 put together. Burning now down 0-3 on his brew.
Well, ROTK, next Fissure, let's go.
Let's go. There's a Fissure. There's a raise. He gets the call onto the both of them. He could lose his own life for this, but they might be able to get Ferrari as an exchange. They do lose ROTK, and here comes a rotation. Burning back from the dead now, and well, EHOME quickly scatter. So they end up losing their ROTK. Bit of a greedy play.
Sadly,
but yeah.
Sadly, a lot of these miniature, not per se mistakes, but situations that happen where this Vengeful Spirit did not want to place... Oh wait, do they have a sentry? No, they don't. Anyway, did not want to place the ward on the lane to secure like good farming for top lane and for the axe, or pretty much like the Vengeful Spirit used his sticks prior to having mana for the stun, so they could get maybe that Shadow Fiend kill. Not saying it would have happened, maybe they would not have clawed through the damage, but still, it's like very small little things. Like it's pretty much like the Queen of Pain middle. You could have just like used the ultimate, never looked back and got a kill, and you know, maybe I could have done better, but half good is already good, you know, yeah. Because sometimes you risk too much and then you end up losing too much. It's rather to play like that, but I can see like it's probably maybe the first game of the day, and they're playing like what, like very late right now, right?
I have no idea what the hell time it is where they are. I mean, it's pretty early for we are, but
6 hours. For me, it's 17, maybe 7. No, maybe 6. Somewhere like 22 or 23. That's a late game.
Burning. He's gonna get caught. That Fissure actually locks him back in trouble, but they got a static storm now from the Disruptor. Faith help sets that one up. Ferrari's there to answer the call, and he gets a kill. Now killing spree for him. He wants more. Can he snipe this one? With a raise. Oh, he gets smacked in the face with a magic missile. There's a Sonic Wave return from Inflame, and they get him down. Now Lanham, Chuan can't break past through his own Fissure. He gets smacked in the face with an Ice Blast. He ends up going down to Morphling.
They don't have a stun for him.
Yeah, Burning's just going to put TP back away, and he is gone. But that's being a 2-for-1 trade advantage for EHOME there. They lose their Earthshaker, and then Ferrari does go down, and I believe Ferrari handed over a small little killing spree bounty as well, so big stuff there for EHOME. But just to echo what you were saying before, because I feel like, I mean, you're right, sometimes you gotta take high risk to get high reward, but it's when it doesn't. There are times for the riskiness, like when you're behind in the game, you have to risk to get more than you think. Sometimes you have to like just plow all your spells into one hero and back off, because that's enough sometimes. But yeah, everything has its time, you know. All the risks that you have to take, and they're pretty much not even risks in this case if we strategically think about them. Right on that, Ice Blast is going to be narrowly off Burning there in your mid lane. Looks like IG are just going to kind of step back.
That's a smoke gank.
Yep, it's time. Purple stuff comes out and they pop it on out. Now they're gonna
there's pretty much a thing to say, like if you play Panda, you always want to use your ultimate so it is on cooldown, or unless if you're not doing that, then you're pretty much not playing the hero correctly, regardless of the fact that if like you're farming or not. Here we go.
Faith is there, or he's just Thunderstrike, so they have the vision. If he gets close enough, he could glimpse back, but she gets herself in a good position where she'll be far enough away. He is going to at least send Morphling back to the top lane with that glimpse. So no split going to be used, but they do force the Queen of Pain back and away, and with this bit of momentum, they could put some hits on this tier 1 tower, but as you can see, Lanham is just going to try to force him away.
RT got his blink right now, so if they want to stay and fight this tower, it's not going to probably end up well for them.
Well, it's en route from the courier, and yeah, the tower's not even at half life down yet.
The thing is, they can still bait Panda to kill the axe,
Radiant's top tower
They're gonna jump the Panda right now from Ocean. Oh lord.
God, they have a Static Storm down. There's going to be the jump in. RTK looking to slash through the rest of them. It's going to be a 1-for-1 trade. They glimpse back ZYF here. Faith is going to take the low road to get away from this, and Burning walking away. Oh, they got him. Well, their first split, not too successful there for Burning. EHOME able to get the better of it. They might get Chuan here as well as they lock him with the magic missile, and well, they don't want to go any further, it looks like. They'll just pull back and away with what they got. And you have Luo here, who's looking to move in on his bristle. He's been relatively quiet up to this point, but he's going to try to muscle himself in there now. They could glimpse back DDC and get the easy pick, and it looks like they'll actually do it onto Lanham. They pull him in. Good kinetic field locks them all together. Luo himself, though, is very low. They get the snipe right there from Chuan with the fissure, taking him down, and there's a waveform on the return to get Luo. And now Chuan overcommitting. He wants DDC, but he goes down and said, double kill for your Morphling. Oh, man. IG are just like bull rushing in there, but they end up being dropped as they do so. Ends up being a 2-for-2 on the back end of it, but it's still EHOME who seems to always just barely etch out ahead. They seem to always just get the better of these trades.
Well, I see like Morphlings like get these 2k amount of spikes of gold, and if another fight happens like that, there's gonna be E-Blade, and this, like, whoever is going to be in this game is not gonna live.
We'll have to see if he gets the luxury. Meanwhile, Faith, killing spree for your Disruptor. Lanham apparently not too happy about it, as he just goes down immediately. Well, good quick grab there. I don't know what that means, but I'm sure he's not happy.
Well, he missed his Ice Blast. He would have died either that, but Lanham was even like, I don't know how he missed it. I guess it was some squiggling around the river area or something like that.
Squiggling around. I'll remember that one.
I don't know. You don't really move nicely when you're somewhere in the area of those ramps and river areas. When you try to dodge something, you just squiggle kind of.
Sometimes you like occasionally misclick onto like a tree, and next thing you know you're like bumping up and around, and then you're chalking it up to pathing of the game and stuff.
Oh yeah, I love when that happens.
Yeah, pathing, unbelievable. You think that you have like an easy ward.
I still like the fact that when you run around circles around the tower, all you do is squiggle also. You're like, you can pretty much understand that I can catch you, but let's just squiggle, both of us, seriously.
Yeah, we'll stutter step here. We'll just, you know, have our shoulders bumping on the tower and not really getting up
because that's what you do when you run around circles, you know?
Just like real life, when you get in a fight. You sometimes just squiggle around, you're not really getting in there hitting the jab.
That's the way to live life. If somebody's trying to fight you, just run around a building.
Yeah, well, we'll see if it's a tactic that they might have to fall back on here, because they're getting near to that building. EHOME's approaching from the southern side. Oh, very close to getting that TP grab. Not going to be there, though. Ferrari quickly yields.
They will not kill him,
oh,
but
nice.
Ferrari has troubles now.
Yeah, he is in big trouble. He gets swapped back, missile. The dunk's not quite there, but it doesn't matter. Lanham gets that kill. A bit of redemption for himself after the frustration, I'm sure, from the mid lane previous to that. But EHOME's still ahead now, 12-9, and they're going to pressure this mid-tier 1. This is their peaking time to kind of get a lot of aggression, and it's more space and more farm time for ZYF on this Morphling. And he has got a Perseverance and an ulti orb already. Right for that Lincoln. And then Faith gets another sweet grab, taking down the Vengeful Spirit here in the mid lane. It's a bloodbath, man. This mid lane, it's like all mid lane action, and then maybe there'll be a core farming off on the side on his own. But it's a rumble.
But that was a nice kill to have, because I think now they might get this tower middle. Like, regardless of the Ice Blast.
Oh, they got it.
And that's going to be Blink Dagger on Mr. Burning. Mr. Burning.
Mr. Burning, and you'll Blink Dagger, yeah. Let's see. He still needs 100 gold, but...
Rune fight, bottom.
We'll see who's going to win it. My Rune.
Oh,
he
blinked it.
Inflame. He does have a blink now, and it's a ridiculous 1300 range, so he is long gone. And we'll walk up and away from it, but big room for your bristle back to bottle up, though.
Top tower is under attack.
We'll hold on to that one. Look to make some strong use out of it, but looks like RTK.
I didn't even figure that it's going to be a smoke into Roshan or something like that.
Oh yeah?
If they would play this, or like, I don't know, they still need to like get rid of this AA out of the game before they do this move, but I mean, holy lord, actually Faith's money is, wow.
Yeah, he got
a lot of money.
He's got like, he's 4-1 on this Disruptor. He's probably going to get a Blink Dagger immediately. You know, Blink Dagger setup makes for easy glimpse action, easy static storm drops, and I would not be surprised. It's either that or you can go 4-staff, I suppose.
Oh, they're gonna maybe smoke under a ward. Uh-oh, they did it. Oh, the pings come. No, that was Ferrari's ping. It's like,
the back end.
and here we go.
Maybe saw Burning. They're gonna cross paths here. Both smokes pop. Burning jumps in. Does get Schwan. The Yules. Queen of Pain. And there's gonna be the raises to follow. Sonic Wave flies. Schwan's still good. Pops his wand. Jumps in. Gets an echo off. And ROTK is just desperate to finish someone off with a calling, but he's not going to be able to. He already loses 2 teammates, and he quickly does manage to catch up and blink forward. Gets the kill on the Faith. Will probably lose his own life here. But here comes CYF. He's going to get a good position here. Might be able to...
Oh my god, they're stuck.
They're all stuck in the trees here, but CYF's able to slip on out. Makes it a 3-for-2 trade at the end of it. And well,
this is... This is one of those funny situations where you know that the enemy is running in because you saw them smoke up and you know exactly where they are, but the fact is that they just ran into like Panda Bristleback, who really like enjoy if you really want to do that move with a DD rune on Bristleback also. Yeah. So even if they like jumped them, it was still really hard to do anything because they don't have Orchid on Queen of Pain and Axe jumped Earthshaker, so the only stun that they can use on Panda is Vengeful Spirit stun, which is like not good. So Panda got his ultimate off and you already are fighting 4 against 5 because somebody is going up the fucking tornado.
Yeah, so it's a fight that IG are welcome to take. EHOME might have not used that smoke information to their best. They were hoping to get a big jump in. That was not what they were anticipating, but it looks like EHOME are going to try to truck down this bottom lane. We got a very weak and delicious looking tier 1 tower here that I'm sure EHOME would love to grab. Ferrari for now is one of the lone defenders here, side by side with Schwan. They might take a fight here. They lift it up.
Right now this SF Illusion of Replicate has like -3 armor on them, so if they can even rush on with it right now because Panda doesn't have his ultimate for 30 seconds. I'm not sure if they can kill it that fast though, but it's a really good Replicate to have. But they killed it with Glimpse.
Look, an easy pick. Can't really use it to fight Roche, but just having it nearby with that aura.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
They're gonna wait at least on the Roche opportunity for now. Just work with this big juicy stack here as RTK continues to farm it up. He's got his 4-staff and his Blink Dagger hand in hand now. In a pretty good spot. On the other side, IG. All congregated together here. Schwan's on serious ward duty as he looks to kind of remove any aggressive wards nearby. Not scouting anything out there, but they continue to move on through. So IG, they're still in a comfortable position. EHOME have a 3k plus net worth lead, about the same for XP. But we're expecting them to peak pretty good at this point when they have ROTK with an Axe and Blink Dagger. And then it becomes more of them falling back towards ZYF and his Morphling, who does have really good farm here, Puppey. I mean, he has his Ghost Scepter already on top of his Lincolns. Is this Morphling going to be a problem for IG eventually, or do they really have an answer for him when the game starts to get a bit later?
I think it's going to be a problem because of the fact that Bristleback is realistically their only true carry, because Ferrari is going to go, like he already has this Yules build or something like that, but Bristleback is going to be their most farmed hero, I think. Wait, let me see the net worth. I think he's going to be soon, yeah, with these stacks. That doesn't mean that anything is away from the Shadow Fiend, but what I'm talking about is that sooner this game is going to point out that the Axe is just going to call the Bristleback and Morphling is just going to kill the Bristleback, like straight from front to the face.
They actually anticipated, but
they saw it the whole time.
Yeah, they have a ward right there, but yeah, they get there a little too late. He finishes.
But
Schwan shows up, Echo for the party. Stacks are going to be dropping these zones back, the Morphling from the rest. Faith is able to glitch one back and away, but our first bloodshed is going to be Lanham to go down. Now Ferrari scouts out RTK. Him and Luo are able to quickly bring down the Axe. Burning able to get off the split right then and there. Makes a go for the Morphling. He does use the Ghost Scepter, but he's still going to get hit with the rock. Stunned. Waveform across towards the Ancient Camp.
But Scepter's going to be up soon.
Yeah, Cyclone even as well. Ferrari has his own rules if he wants. He can shove in the low ground here, but this Morphling really has nowhere to run. Nice little defensive save. Gets him further away. He's trying to make a run for it. Does Waveform out, and it looks like he'll be fine. And the Glimpse, well, DDC. Maybe hopefully gets these Ancients to deny him, but that's not going to be the case. Burning gets that kill. And this game started with Burning being 0-3. Well, he's been able to quickly get 3 more kills now, and he's on a killing spree for his Brewmaster. So it's a good fight back here for IG. Really good. There's your BKB
the thing is right now that the whole time right now, Queen of Pain has just been walking with her spells, not a single item. Like if she could have even had a mech or something like that, I think the fights would have went into EHOME's way. But it's just been like no Orchid pretty much on this time, and every time they could have used it. You know, the whole time if the Orchid would have been in the fight, they could have totally used it. But instead, the Shadow Fiend is taking these fights in their way because, you know, the Yule Scepter is constantly there and they can disrupt something and use ultimates, so on and so forth. Oh, Ferrari.
And making it go. Ferrari, he's almost at the threshold, but he gets the quick Yules off.
That's dead.
He's making a run.
And
yeah.
Faith might die too.
Gets shattered. Faith goes down as well. Will quickly EHOME bounce back and take 2 names as they walk back in a way.
I think they should Roshan from this.
I think they want to.
I mean, they have the damage.
Yeah, they just want to team 1. It looks like before they.
They might go right after.
Radiant
They
structures
could.
are
30 seconds is a lot of
In
time.
Flame heading that way. Alright, tier 1 goes down,
Radiant's
and
middle
it looks like they're
tower
going to
has
heed your
fallen.
advice. They go right for the pit. They can get this party started. DDC, of course, leading in with the wave, which is maxed out. And they just got to get everyone over there, including Morphling, who's probably their bigger team right now. It looks like they'll get it down in due time. Closest person is going to be Burning here. He's heading that way. No, I don't think they're going to be able to stop it. At this point, it's already down to a quarter life. And it looks like EHOME are going to be walking away with the first Aegis of the game, and they hand it over to ZYF, of all people. Now well in the head, 17 to 16 is your score. EHOME slightly ahead. Net worther slightly ahead, 3K. XP not as much, but something decent. But yeah, you know, it's been a pretty quiet game for Inflame and his Queen of Pain so far. I mean, he has this Orchid. We have yet to really see him put it to use, and even by the time he was able to throw it together, you have your Yules that's already been done on Shadow Fiend. And it feels like they already have the defensive tools. Bristleback has his BKB, and Disruptor didn't go right for the Blink Dagger. He got a Midas, so this is a greedy Disruptor, maybe trying to get an Agnems this game.
Well, Panda also in Midas, so they're definitely playing against the late game.
Yeah.
Morphling made their classic move of using the waveform to replicate out. It always looks like... Alright, we got him! Oh. Oh.
Storm Spirit does that too with a TP. Let's go!
Yeah.
I'm out of there.
But she needs a lot more mana than
a
regular waveform.
It's true, it's true.
Oh, Ferrari?
Dire's
don't
top
see him.
tower is under attack.
He's close to trouble. He doesn't even know it. He's able to step back.
He knows it because the creeps were farmed. He knows something's up.
Oh, RTK, Force Blink does catch Luo. His BKB now popped. They get Chuan on the back end side. They shotgun him. And well, he's still alive. ALT, oh, right behind. Not enough. There goes the Sonic Wave,
my God.
but it's only onto a Panda, nothing really else. And now it's Luo getting knocked down with the stone. DDC trying to find a place to hide. ROTK on the way out, and EHOME quickly realizing this is not the engagement they wanted to have. It's split all over the place. Backhand side, you see Inflame, Yulesed up, or Cycloned up rather. He blinks the hell out of there. Just felt a little bit sloppy right there, but that is not the fight that EHOME wanted to take.
Morphling though takes the tier 2. And here comes Queen of Pain trying to do stuff, and they're gonna lose some heroes.
Yeah, RTK does get the dunk on Disruptor, but he will lose his own life. Quick blink retreat there from Inflame, but hey, all the meanwhile, ZYF is like,
yeah,
guys,
all the meanwhile.
guys, that's fine, you're fighting, right? I'm taking your base here, so, you know, no big deal. Chuan is gonna try to make it out.
Can't even teleport.
Oh. He actually goes down in base. Goes down. Wasn't too much. Burning goes back, but he is very weak and wounded, and they're like, what the hell is this Morphling doing at our base? He took our tier 3! And he's going for Rex. Now he's going to get the hell out of there. He still has a replicate, but it's on the low-hand side. He jumps to it. He's trying to walk back.
And they know he's low mana.
Oh, man. They have a goo. It will wear off now, though.
He will have sticks in 4 seconds and then go out. If they want to keep on fighting this, they're probably going to get... Oh! Doesn't get good.
He waveforms away from the goo.
Get that money, Rune.
Oh, yes. Boom. Free bounty. Actually, almost put him at level 6 or 17 rather, but he walks away. So when the dust settles, man, EHOME, it's an awkward fight for him at the top lane, but I guess you could chalk it up to space created as Morphling was able to take 2 towers in the bottom
2 towers.
lane. Ridiculous. So he's at 14, well, near 15k net worth. He already has his E-Blade. He has a Yasha. towards what I imagine being a Manta style if he wants. But ZYF is going to be a real big problem, and we're calling out to IG that maybe their Bristleback and some of these Midas holders can be something to contest it, but it is not going to be easy. Luo does have about 3k gold saved up, so what are we looking at here for Bristleback to try to bring this game back as his next item?
Well, Bristleback, I'm not sure if he's gonna go for any aura type of items, because if he gets replicated, then it's gonna be already a big deal.
Yeah.
I mean, they can use Glimpse on it, so Kuras I think is one of the better choices, no matter what. The thing is, like, I think he will still die to any Berserker's Call into Ice Vortex, into both plowing out all the spells of Morphling with Ethereal Blade. And Bristle is really important for them.
We'll have to see if he goes for the AC, SY, something
Radiant's top
to
tower
help
has
out.
I
but
feel like he needs Heart. Like, I don't
Radiant's
really
top
like Heart
tower
itself,
has
but
fallen.
I think he has to get it. Like, he really actually has to get it.
he needs to be meaty. I mean, it will sacrifice a bit of damage, but at this point, they just kind of need to survive. So you can understand where having that extra bit of meat on the bones would certainly help out. But they lose another tower. They're the top tier 2. 1 outer tower is still standing for him here. And EHOME are just in a very comfortable position. We've got quite a bit till Roche comes up, but I imagine they're going to try to hold on to this advantage while they got it and take the Roche when they can. And then Ferrari, who continues to farm out here on the bottom for his Shadow Fiend. 3rd in net worth for him. Yule's BKB, a shiny new full 10 seconds at about 1,300 gold. If Bristleback looks to build and be more of a tank, he's the next best thing it seems to have as far as damage goes. So we'll have to see what he looks to do from there. And well, Lanham is going to have to take a moment to depart from the game, it looks like. We'll wait for his return, but that is going to cause a little bit of a pause here. So we'll wait it out.
Lanham has 1,000 gold for his Aghanims. Well, the thing is right now, maybe, like, about the game right now, which we talk about, the bristles and his item choices, it's kind of weird to choose what to do on the Bristleback, because we're kind of looking at the game like if EHOME are constantly jumping the Bristleback and doing something. Because so far, this game has all been about EHOME jumping first, you know? Always EHOME first, always EHOME first. That's why I fear for the Bristleback. But in theory, if this Earthshaker gets a Blink Dagger, Panda jumps in with a BKB, and they start to fight, and they're gonna have Aghanim's Disruptor, how are any of EHOME's like heroes gonna do anything besides the Morphling, who can like snipe a hero somewhere? But he could be like sent into the air by the Panda. Maybe straight up after getting a kill, but that's good enough. You're still taking a fight without their biggest net worth.
So there is possibility there if IG do manage to get the items together. And
They need to farm, yeah. They need to
they
desperately
execute.
farm.
But yeah, they need to farm, but the problem is like, I mean, just look at the ward situation even that EHOME put down. They have all these very aggressive wards, one way deep in their woods, one over here to check over the cross path, and then even in that top lane they managed to sneak in a ward. So they'll kind of keep tabs as far as where IG are, where they're looking to kind of move, and they'll just try to take advantage of that and not allow them to have the space to farm on up. And Chuan is at about 1,200
I'm pretty
gold.
sure in this like 2 minutes we're gonna see the Shadow Fiend die at least 2 times.
The Shadow
Like, I'm
Fiend
serious.
died.
I think yeah, because he's going to have to make the space. There's nobody else. Like they're not gonna go on Bristleback. That would be stupid. He can click BKB and then, you know, what if Chuan is behind with a Fissure and then you get glimpsed into a wrong position and then it's gonna suck, you know. And either Burning or Ferrari are gonna like die at least 2 times before the Roshan spawns, I think, because I don't know if EHOME really want to force anything anymore. I think the smokes are down, maybe. Let's take a look. No, that's 1 smoke.
Yeah, there's still
For
one
them?
there.
Still 1. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that smoke is going to be used to kill one of the carries. One of the cores, I mean. They might still go for that Earthshaker. Just because I think he's going to go farm the Satyrs right now. And I'm pretty sure EHOME are feeling in a way that they do not have any wards, the IG team. So they're just going to run through the river spot, not even thinking that they see them.
They really don't have any wards if you look at it. They're going to be in the dark. They're right there. I'm sure at this moment they probably see the fissure and anticipate Chuan to move over there and farm it like you said, and that could set up for an easy quick gank there for ROTK. if he wants to go
I
for
mean,
it.
it's all connected to this pause also. They have a lot of time to check out. I mean, they can't move their screen right now because I think they paused. No, actually Chuan paused, so they can move their screen. Yeah, pauses, man. The classic PP, man. Puppey pause. But yeah, it can change things. Chuan might not go for this next spawn right now also. Everything can change.
Yeah, he can.
We can only think like if everybody like thinks the same way before. But obviously time passes and things change.
Yeah, they have plenty of time now to
Deep,
kind
man.
of look over the map and second guess as far as what would be the smart choice, whether going to the next camp and farming or playing it extra safe and knowing that you're a bit in the dark here. I mean, from their perspective, they do see the Morphling down there and they do see little Vengeful Spirit farming up here, but for the others, they're all MIA, including ROTK on his axe and your Queen of Pain, who can easily move out as a two-man hit squad and get the job done, but we'll see. Lanham back again. Welcome back, Lanham. This is like his third time making the trip into the game. I don't know if he's hoping for
I think he has a Dota bug or something like that. Hairbrush mouse cursor or something like that.
Yeah, I can't really read anything that they've been saying, unfortunately, but
What? Are you serious?
yeah, I'm sorry.
Totally simple there what he's saying.
Yeah, I didn't get the memo that when I was a caster I had to speak all the language, unfortunately, so.
They probably should like invent something that if Chinese speak Chinese, they would have like to translate right away, like a Google Translate right into
Auto
chat
Google Translate
when we're
on
casting.
chat. Yeah, come on.
Yeah, that would be so nice. We could like talk Chinese and stuff.
Get on it,
Chinese
Volvo!
people.
What's the deal?
Yeah, get on it, man.
Oh, no. Faceless Void remodel. Sorry. We'll take what we can get at this point. I don't know. Maybe in
That
5
one.
years' time we'll have it. We'll see. But it looks like we finally get it back underway. Chuan doesn't immediately go to the second camp. Faith puts down a ward,
saw the
which
ward
was
placed.
spotted, yeah. And they ping it out immediately. So we'll see if
Well,
they
I
get
don't know why
anything.
Inflame is like, well, I'm just gonna stand here and be a Morphling replicate or something.
Dire's structures
Pretty much.
are fortified.
And the replicate is farming the creeps instead. What is this game? Well, they forgot to swap places. They're like, no, man, you go be replicate. I'm gonna be standing.
We're trying to
in front of
bait. It's a bait, right? Using that bit
the
of
creeps. Now
vision
it's
they
both
got.
of them.
Now they'll move together. Meanwhile, Ferrari, who's been kind of just chilling on the side here a bit, waiting. Now will finally make the committed TP back once he sees the Morphling pass by. Just looking to still add that pressure here on the bottom while he can.
Hey, remember when I said that IG, if they would jump, they would feel like better winning fights? Look at his bristleback item.
What's he got? Oh, a Blink Dagger. You can't jump any
Yes.
better than a Blink. Who would have...
Exactly, man.
How many Blinks
He knows
have
what
we
this
seen?
drill is.
That is an item we do not see very often on our Bristleback, but I guess when the game plan should be you need to get the upper hand and make a jump, then a Blink Dagger will suit best, so...
Radiant's
I like that
middle
He's
pickup.
also got like a
under attack.
Sanja right now, so he's gonna be pretty mobile in fights if he gets a Sanja and Yasha getting. I'm actually with it. I think maybe even Halberd could be pretty good on Mr. Brussel right there, because I don't think like Morphling really wants to buy an MKB. I guess he has to anyway, because there's Shadow Fiend who's gonna get Butterfly. I mean, Shadow Fiend doesn't have to get Butterfly.
Yeah, but Morphling will have to consider saving the money just to see if he does consider a Butterfly, and yeah, if you see the Halberd as well, that probably would definitely inch you in the direction of getting an MKB, so we'll have to see.
Oh,
if
there's a
Morphling
gem.
works it out, but
Bye wards.
Faith gets a gem. And
Oh,
they're making
here
a
we go,
go for
Queen of
bottom.
Pain.
Okay,
Oh.
okay. Oh, Shadow Strike. Sonic Wave. Chuan's down to half. Scream will connect. Chuan's just trying to find a juking spot here. And he may go, but that Ice Blast, yeah, that's not going to let him go anywhere. He goes down. Good snipe right there from Lanham, and they end up taking down the Earthshaker. It's just an Earthshaker, though. It's a little more time for Lua to farm up on his Bristleback here at the top lane.
Well, the Earthshaker's death, who has like 500 gold to his Blink Dagger. If they choose to right now go bottom lane and push it in, try their best to take this Rax, I think they can do it. Because they are quite ahead with this Morphling. Morphling has BKB, Ethereal Blade, Yash, Jesus, he's like, he won't even care about anything. They can pretty much go in and...
Oof, that's an Aghanim
No matter
Scepter
what.
as well on your Lanham AA. So I agree with you, man. They might be able to make a pretty aggressive move
Well,
here.
they could just check Roshan though.
That's true too.
It's also the case.
Roche is up. Maybe with just the way they've been playing, they can lead it in with either taking down this tier 2 first or getting a pick
Dire's
first.
top tower
I say
is
that, but then they
Oh,
ping
they-
back Roche and they're just going to walk back for it.
They are gonna run into Roshan because Replicate was made, and the Morphling suspects that I'm gonna just clear out everything that is top lane, and we just go.
Now they do
Yeah, this is the strength of Morph to do these moves.
Yeah, he'll be able to freely farm up here and at a last moment hop back to that Roche pit and be involved with that. And really IG just need to find a way to get themselves... I mean, they can't even really contest at this point. They actually just need to continue farming up while they can. And Ferrari's got about 2k saved up. Chuan is able to get that Blink Dagger online. It's a big grab for them, but a gem also.
They left him every creep bottom lane. And 7 seconds on this Replicate, and here we go.
It's Roche
Pushed
time.
out 3 creep waves.
Alright. EHOME moving in now. They're going to get this Roche. No problemo. Doesn't look like IG are going to be able to do anything about it. They're more in defensive position here, scouting out the top lane, waiting out the bottom. They're all in base right now. So.
AA ultimate is going to go.
Fallen to the
Dust, check stuff.
Immortality.
It flies out. I guess he doesn't want to trigger it. Maybe he doesn't want to give IG that bit of information that he did use it. So using it just for scouting for now. But is this Aegis enough now for EHOME to maybe push down this bottom lane and go for their first set of racks? I don't think they want to risk taking this game too much longer. They're already in a pretty comfortable position.
I don't remember where they used their smoke though, because after the pause, right? I don't know. Do they... Wait, let me click. Okay, they have Vengeful Spirit. I think they're gonna use a smoke before they do any moves with the Replicate. But they might go for the racks. If they get fended off, then I'm pretty sure it's gonna be another smoke gang somewhere. Yeah, they don't want to do the smoke no matter what, because IG are doing the most useful thing they can do. Just send Bristleback top, which is too far to go for if you want to defend it. Time to fight.
Time to fight. Jump in. Nice Echo. Static Storm as well. And Queen of Pain does go down, but she has that Aegis. Now they try to go for the Morphling. ROTK's there to interject. Gets a grab onto Burning. Inflame getting a bit of damage there as Ferrari muscles forward. His BKB's all popped now. ROTK goes down. 1 for 1 right now. Nice glimpse back. They send DDC right back into the fray. Take down the Vengeful Spirits. It's turned into a nice hold, but Morphling ready to duke it out here. Goes for Ferrari. Self-rules. And there's the Sonic Wave to finish him on up. Well, here comes Burning. Jump forward with the clap. Tries to make a go, but he gets quickly shot. And now he is very low. They bring Inflame right back in, and Luo gets to clean him up. Godlike. Oh, man.
Morphling most likely is going to win this one.
Yep, he's manning up. Luo needs to run the hell back, but he doesn't. He's flirting with him here. And he'll Replicate in exchange. Juan doesn't catch him with the fissure, and Morphling, the lone survivor for EHOME, is going to get the hell out. He is 9-0 now. Godlike for him. But it was a hold from IG. They keep him away from the base. There's no damage towards the racks, and they take pretty much everyone down with the exception of the Morphling. Isn't too terrible of a hold there for IG. Does stall out the game a bit longer for him.
I think this gave a lot more to IG than gave to EHOME. But for the fact being right now, EHOME must understand that they have to do a pick-off before they do this move. I think for a fact, Axe and Morphling, like just even 2 solo heroes, they can just Replicate, smoke up, and they don't need to move with all of their heroes. And just, you know, kill a hero. Just Berserker's Call, pop all spells of Morphling with the Ethereal Blade. Chuan is like searching for stuff. They know that they don't have a gem. Actually, Venge has a gem. They actually caught it up somehow.
A little while ago, but thankfully for Chuan, he wasn't near her and will be able to slip out. Just kind of getting the idea as far as where EHOME.
They didn't know. They didn't know that he walked through though.
Yeah, everyone's pinging out that area.
Sadly,
like
the creeps. Yeah, they're gonna search out the wards.
Ah.
Ping, ping, ping.
Got it. There's one. 350 gold right there. And she'll have to head back up to the little high pedestal there if she wants to get the other one.
That's the classic move. Check this area. It's like, god damn it, I have to go all up there again.
Yes.
Hate this stuff, man.
Got it though. So that's 2 wards down. IG gonna be in the
blind
dark.
IG.
Yeah.
Almost.
Almost
And that's a new ward too. I think they randomly might walk through there. Smoke up.
Oh, Burning's in trouble. Forced to pop out the BKB. He goes down. It's a solo pick right there for ZYF. Now beyond godlike as he takes out the brew. Ice Blast is a bit of a taunt as he's already dead, but job is done. Burning's out for a minute. No buyback. This is going to be that pickoff you were calling out for. Potentially an easy tier 2.
I think they're gonna push for Rex easily. They're gonna actually find this ward too. I'm pretty sure the supports have to walk through that area, so that ward's gonna be wasted. They're not gonna go mid. Come on, man, go bottom. Come on, Morph. It's a free Rex, man.
He's like, no, I want to work for the tier 3. I'll go the hard way. I'll do tier 3. Pops his Manta, gets the tier 3 down to half, but they're gonna be forced back.
Chuan is like, protect that Rex bottom. He just saw his pings and stuff.
It's like no one's even bothering coming over for it. He's able to push the wave back. And, I mean, they could lose their tier 3 here. Okay, BKB pops, Static Storm even. But Morphling's able to still get his BKB and considers moving on in, but now he's eating a lot of damage. The rest of his team not looking to follow with him. Now they decide to just pull back and out. And he will replicate up towards the mid lane and make it away. Luo, careful not to overextend here. And he will walk away. So, not that dramatic. I mean, EHOME pushed the mid lane a bit. They get the tier 3 almost down, but yeah, they don't go for the bottom. That's Raxes are already exposed. And really, they just get little bits of damage. So, I don't know if that was as big of an advantage as they'd like to have made after taking down Burning. But that's as good as they're going to get for now. And now it's on IG to try to make something out of this. They're still on the defensive.
I think if I would look at how scared were IG probably for their bottom racks, I think they'd be much more scared than some damage on mid lane tower. Yeah, you know, like you could tell a lot from what people are pinging at, what they are thinking about. Because when you see like Chuan, yeah, pretty much, it is the body language of Dota, pretty much, at least. You can see the pings and you can see how, like, what are they afraid of much more, like, they're like showing, like, oh, no, if they go for here, you do this or something like that. But they're like, okay, they're not doing anything. Well, that's good. That's nice.
It's fine, it's fine. Let them hit the tier 3. It's fine. We have plenty of time. Burning will be back, and as long as we just keep them back with the fissure here and there, and a little zoning static storm doesn't matter. But they're going to go in the bottom lane. Can they get Luo, who's a little far from home here? Does pop his BKB. Well, he's looking to run. There's a nice little swap, pulls him back. Still not enough. He's a big bristly back. He's going to be hard to break down, but is it enough to bait in this Morphling
Burning
setup? Okay, Burning does end up going down. Echo from Chuan, he goes down thereafter. Uh-oh. The trap has been sprung, but it's a disaster for IG as they continue to truck on in. And the call does miss. And now, hey, the racks are here. Let's get these. They'll just look to finish them off. Now Chuan's probably not too happy. They go in and they'll take out these two, and if they want, they can move up towards the mid lane, clear out the tier 3 that's been standing. This could very well be the beginning of the end here, Puppey. I mean, you have Burning out for 40 seconds. Disruptor's out, Chuan is out. And now the Raxes in mid lane are exposed. Ferrari's trying to do his best, but he gets sheeped up immediately. They dive forward. Adaptive strike.
Yeah, the buyback, though.
Down. He will buy back, and he uses it immediately. Luo's trying his best to try to keep them back. Stop it. He gets shot. Ferrari comes back now with his second life. Morphling left behind. Now waveforms over the fissure to get in there. They're able to bring down R2K. DDC the next in the crosshairs here for Luo. Just trying to muscle him out from the base here. Morph? No, not going anywhere. TP denied. They could get him. It'd be a big bounty if they could take him down, but he is able to waveform up and above. Bristleback does eventually take down DDC and his Vengeful Spirit here. But IG are persistent, man. They want this Morph. And they get him. Ice Blast will connect, though, and that could be trouble. And it will be. They take down Bristleback with it. And your Morphling does go down. 90 seconds, no buyback. And that is a pretty hefty bounty of 905 gold for Ferrari. But is it enough? They've lost 2 racks and the 1 mid lane.
What started happening in this game is pretty much what I was afraid of anyway for IG. If I would think to be IG, is that if they would always get jumped themselves and then Burning would die constantly somewhere, because he's not actually that tanky. He is tanky, but not that tanky.
He puts up an admirable effort jumping in there. I mean, it looked like an opportunity for them to make something happen on the bottom, but then he just suddenly goes down. It's quite surprising, just the damage already that this Morphling can dish out, even on someone like your Brew.
He has to evade the X. no matter what the case is, even in a 5v5 fight where he preemptively BKBs and claps, he still has to evade the axe, no matter what the case is. Because there, he got called through the BKB, but there's like so much damage that they can deal in those 3.2 seconds. Because Vengeful Spirit can, you know, just howl, and the Vengeance Sora Morphling deals like 300 damage per hit. It's a lot of damage.
It is.
All your armor is gonna go away also.
Burning is on his own little expedition here. They ended up getting a flank here onto Inflame. He's gonna, oh! Got him for a blink. Got him right on his head. Oh, goodness. What a setup from Twan. Just the second she was about to use the like arm motion of blinking, he's just like dunk immediately, and she's going nowhere.
Finally, they made like a dunk sound correctly. You know, before like for 2 years or no, for like the whole amount of Dota years in Dota 2, like the whole Earthshaker just didn't feel right. You know, didn't pick it. Nah, this hero sucks, man. If I jump in, kill 2 heroes, it doesn't even sound like a kill 2 heroes.
It was a bit flaccid, but
it
now,
was like. What is that? Seriously.
The dunk is so serious now that you could hit no one and it still feels like it's been quite a dramatic hit.
No, actually, if you hit nobody, then it just does nothing. It doesn't even do a sound. It's not even coded that way. Like, it doesn't even do a sound. It's just, you know, like you farted somewhere.
What if it hits creeps then? Does it still do something?
Yeah, I think if it has to hit something. Okay, here goes Roshan.
Alright, well they might get it here, but Ice Splash is there.
Oh,
it goes down. No one's been able to grab it because he called them. He's going to pick it up himself. No, Ferrari gets it. Ferrari does get it. He tried to walk through and grab it, but he can't. Ferrari able to bring down one, brings down two. And this is, it was a potential comeback there for IG. They needed to do something, it felt. Now they do get him down. The second life to come here, and they have plenty to lock him in place. There's going to be the magic missile. Adaptive now. Swap over, and they got it. Triple freaking kill for ZYF and his Morphling, and they have had enough. First game is going to be an upset.
Barracks are under attack.
GG. EHOME, take game one. Very impressive.
You say an upset?
It's an upset according to Dota 2 odds, man. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, odds, schmods, man. EHOME's a good team.
I agree with that. I think it was, like you said, more 60-40, but according to Dota 2 Lounge, this is an 80-20 kind of a matchup, and, well, maybe some people sweating about all their freaking rares or Bugattis or whatever the hell they're betting out there, but very impressive, man.
What is the Bugatti fab these days, huh?
I don't know. I mean, half these kids probably don't know what a Bugatti is. Or seen one, rather. They're betting baguettes at this point, but do you think it was just the pace that EHOME had from the start? They set up that aggro lane, and it seemed like they kept burning in check. They forced them to change lanes, and they were the one to always kind of press the issue. And, you know, IG were just on the defensive the whole time when they really need to be the ones that can kind of lead things in with a good initiation. But it felt like EHOME were just a step ahead each time. So it's their game one. Any last impressions on that game before we just quickly jump into game two?
Not really. I think it was a fairly simple game. I think it all boiled down into like some small things. To be honest, nothing big happened that game. IG had a nice lead coming through the mid game through a lot of fights, and while Queen of Pain had no items. And then, you know, once she started getting items, then it was already in the different side. So it was fairly simple, to be honest.
All right, well, we'll see if they can keep this simple trend into Game 2 and try to take out IG 2-0, or if IG are going to be able to bounce back and take it to a Game 3. Game 2 going to be coming up next. I'm KotLGuy, that's Puppey, and we'll be back with more Dota action. Please, sit tight.